Hey everybody, this is Brian Yellow. On episode number 46 of Origin Stories on Creativity, I had the opportunity to speak with Lexan again. He sat down with me and I had the opportunity to hear his kids playing in the background. Then we talked a little bit about what's going on climate-wise in American politics, the horribleness that is affecting race relations, and our wonderful clown of our president, Donald Trump. Just loving everything that's going on there. We also addressed his current situation involving art and the necessities of how the hell do you make money when, creating art. The necessities of, feeding a family, how to be a businessman when it comes to being a creative soul. It was a great conversation. I'm happy to have him back. I can't wait to do it again in a few months when, things settle down for him. Lex is a great guy. Contact information is going to be in the show notes. So, check it out. He's got some new art on Deviant and all that good stuff. But, here's Lex.
You doing anything cool?
I don't know about cool. I just been keeping busy, and then what I've actually been doing is backing up my work.
What's that mean?
Well, no, it just means like I got too many designs on my computer.
Oh, okay.
So I have to back them up in case something happens. So it's not like it's just something that I do a lot.
You don't automatically upload stuff to to like Deviant or anything like that?
Not on purpose, and the stuff that ends up on DeviantArt is all copies of the master, not like the actual.
Oh, really? Man, I've lost so much work. I don't even worry about putting stuff on hard drive anymore. I write right onto Google Docs now.
Yeah, well, that's what I've been doing. I just organizing it because it's all like it's all in pieces. So like I had a scare with one of my designs, and then I had to actually source what I lost through pictures I uploaded to Facebook Messenger. And then, of course, once everything was all done, it caught up. Then I found the original. But it's just kind of like you look back and it's like, oh, I got like 12 new designs. I need to like do something with those. So that's about it. I mean, I backed them up, a lot of my designs, and uploaded those to TeePublic.
TeePublic.
Yeah, TeePublic. The shirt for the shirt designs.
Oh, is that TEE?
From last time? Yeah, TEE Public, like T-shirt or T. So
working out. What are you working on? Still the same Ghostbuster stuff, or getting anything new up?
No, I've just been just kind of like cleaning up a lot of old work. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I did finish that. The last time we talked, I was working on a Spy versus Spy parody.
Oh, that's right.
That.
Did you really?
Can
Can you shoot me something?
Yeah, I'm gonna do something here. I need to turn on Facebook.
How did you get the link to this?
You sent
Did I shoot you a link to this talk through Facebook? How are we even talking right now?
Yeah, I don't know. Magic.
Magic.
Like, I don't know.
How's the weather in Washington right now? It's rainy or no?
It only rained once, like
a couple days ago.
Rain and an overcast. Yeah, a couple days ago, and then it was overcast, and then it's just been sunny and nice.
Oh, nice.
For like a long, long time.
Is that good?
That was kind of funny. Yeah, that was kind of funny because like I was sitting at like Kohl's parking lot, or Ross, and I was watching the wind go through the trees. I'm like, what the hell's going on? And then it's like, oh, it's rain, because it's that push before the rain shows up. So it's like,
I think that's what I miss the most. It's just the cloudy overcastness.
Yeah,
honestly. It's been nice here, though. 70s, sunny, blue skies. I hate it.
I know, right? But It's like, why is it so nice? Stop.
Man, you know what I heard the other day? I was talking to an artist in Philly. She was she mentioned a manga con that happens in New York here all the time. It's free to artists. Just show up with your work and spread out your stuff. Yeah. Just
That
show
sounds
up,
cool.
right? And I'm gonna look it up right now just so I can give you the name of it, but I can't remember what it's called. That's one thing I can't stand about not being organized is you have to open up so many different things just to get one single name. Ugh.
Just the one.
Just the one name. Oh man. What is are you watching Game of Thrones
no,
or
that
anything?
actually no, I don't really follow shows. One moment.
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
I had the kitties.
All right. Are you guys watching Gumball?
Yeah, Gumball's on.
Gumball's on. You came to get me so we can watch
How
Gumball?
is that the 4-year-old?
Yeah, they're both 4. The other one's like he's gonna be 3.
It's unbelievable.
His birthday is next.
What? How? When?
No, wait. Her birthday's gonna be. Her Naya's birthday's in November. He just turned. So Naya's turning. I gotta. It's too early for maths.
My kids have discovered dinosaurs, man. Just recently, all of a sudden, dinosaurs are the thing. Every day they're begging for their dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Every single day. Christine Larson, she was a fantastic conversation. And she mentioned a place. I didn't write it down. I am not good. I am not a good person. MangaCon, New York City. And let's see if I can spell manga correctly. Is it AnimeCon, New York City? Have you heard of this?
No, but every con has like a generic name. Like
Comic-Con used to be like the generic thing, right? But now it's like big money.
Like in the 30s or 40s or something. But yeah, it's always like Sakura-Con or it's named after the cherry blossoms. And then what's the other one? I don't know. I even had one at some point I was tooling around with in my anime days called Omake-Con.
What's that?
Omake means like special or bonus.
Uh-huh.
It's like in a video game menu, they would always have like the special features would be under an option called Omake. So it was just in the planning stages. So I just like registered the URL or something, and then it never happened because life happened.
Yeah, life is expensive. This is not free.
Yeah.
It's not free at all. The register, it's like $25 if you get there by August.
Yeah.
So it would have been $25 for the weekend. It's not bad.
That's still not bad because you can make that back.
$25. Now it's $60 for the weekend, but still it's not bad. $55 for like a Thursday is what New York City Comic Con is for just Thursday night. I think it's just for like 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah.
It's like, nope, I'm sorry, I don't want to do it. I want it Sunday. Sundays for all the awesome writing events, registrations, and whatnot.
Yeah.
It sucks, man. It sucks to be a geek nowadays. It sucks to want to be involved in all that stuff.
But it's like a double-edged sword because things are more accessible than they used to be. Like and like to watch anime or anime, whatever. So
Are you saying that I'm saying it wrong? I'm driving with my wife the other day, and I say the name of the car, Audi, and she looks over at me and she says, "You're saying it wrong." And I said, "What?" The name of the car. I said, "What? Audi?" She goes, "No, it's God damn it, I can't even say it right because I just messed myself up."
An Audi.
An Audi. It's called Audi, she says to me. She looks at me and she says it with all the seriousness of a New Yorker. It's called Audi. And I said, no, it's not. It's called Audi. And we went back and forth for like 20 minutes.
It's not Porsche. It's a Porsche.
It's a Porsche.
It's like, oh, okay. Well, on this side of the line, it's called a Porsche.
On this side of the car, it's called an Audi.
Yeah. On this side of the car, it's an Audi.
I don't know why I would say it wrong. You know, I grew up in the same country she did. I'm only like a couple years younger than she is.
Yeah.
Why would I grow up my entire life calling it an Audi? So how do you say it? Anime versus anime?
Just open vowels. That's all it is. It's all open vowels. Because anime is actually a French word. That's the thing about Japanese culture. A lot of the words are appropriated.
Uh-huh.
And some of them are from, like, it just means animation or animate in French. So it's not like an exclusive Japanese word. This is what people forget. It's like, you know.
The cool thing about the Japanese anime is that a lot of the stuff is still on paper, though, too. You really can't get like the authentic stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the hand drawn cells animation. A lot of it's kind of a half and half now, like kind of like Disney used to do.
Well, even the paper stuff, right? I mean, it's not just the anime on film or whatever. It's the paper stuff that's out there.
Yeah.
The books.
The books are called manga.
Manga. Oh, okay. Well,
yeah. Manga is Japanese for like.
This is totally your specialty. Yeah. I've never even gotten into it, to tell you the truth.
I ran a store.
I know you did. I know you did. In Tacoma and everything, right? What happened?
Yeah.
I mean, what's the story with your store? What happened there?
I don't want to get too much into that, but I was invested in it and I was being helped. Basically, like the lady I was working with or for, mostly with, we partnered up to run this store and run a website. I ran the website part. And then at some point, you know, it was like, well, I'd like to buy the store, but obviously if I'm working for you, how am I going to be able to do that type of thing?
Yeah.
And an arrangement was made. And then it was just kind of like, you know, business.
You ended up getting short shifted, basically.
Yeah, in a lot of ways, but it was like for the store. So all it did was just motivate me to work harder. But it seemed like every time I accomplished something, it just wasn't enough, or I was under the impression that it wasn't appreciated. And then when it worked, she was like, "Oh, remember that thing we did that was so great?" And it's like, "Oh, you mean like the Naruto headbands or, you know, things I would spin my wheels?" Because I was spending like 90-hour fucking days doing this thing. This is the kind of thing that makes me swear every other word when I start thinking about it.
Yeah.
You know, but that was just, my focus was just on drawing in people, drawing in, you know, what they wanted, and then making sure we had that. And then staying on top of it. And then the people that I hired people that were like subject matter experts in anime and manga, culture, and in popular culture, and had personality. Personality is everything, because you don't really judge a product until you see how it's packaged. So, you know, so everything, how it was presented mattered, what it looked like. Stop doing the bootleg thing and get legit things into the store. Guys. they know full well I'm like on the phone, but they want to.
Yeah, they do. My kids are very smart too. That I'm trying to chill out on the couch, and they're watching Sesame Street. They're chilling out. They're completely fine. I'm cooking dinner, sweating, you know, getting the food ready, washing dishes. They're completely content. They're learning the alphabet. They're counting to 10. They're not even paying attention to me. So I rack out on the couch for like 5 minutes. What happens? My son, he elbow dives me in the crotch. I mean, he just elbow dives me out of nowhere. I mean, where does he come from? And then it's on. I'm wrestling my son, trying to get him away from my area. It's like, what, dude? You were just watching Sesame Street, just chilling out, being fine. Why are we playing this game now all of a sudden?
I know, right? That's funny.
My goodness.
That's these guys. But yeah. So with the store thing, you know, there was like a lot of responsibilities that I just kind of like I had tunnel vision and would just focus on getting people and then, you know, handpicking the product and making sure it was, you know, quality. But then, you know, there's like overhead, insurance, if I hire people, I have to be able, you know. So if the money's not there, then I got to find other ways. I even had like a video rental in the store where, because I was integrating regular pop culture stuff too.
Yeah.
Because if it's just like anime and manga, that's like one. You have to diversify. You can't just be like specialize in the one thing. Even stores like a music store, record chains recognize like, hey, we might have to sell some movies in here, or T-shirts or posters, you know. And anime, it was really popular at the time. Was like Cartoon Network's Toonami, so that helped. But then we can't really focus on what is, because the name of the store was Unique Anime, so we can't really focus on what's already on TV. We need to get stuff in here that's not available yet.
Yeah.
Then hot, before, you know, and get on that first before anybody else. So
I mean, is that a passion of yours? The anime, is that something that you find yourself as an artist gravitating to?
No.
No.
That was just at the moment. So whenever I take on, it's kind of surprised people that like I don't care. You know, that was my job. Everything like I'm a comic book guy. I'm a movie guy. So, but because
would
they
you
already
want to own? Would you want to have a store? Would you want to be a proprietor of, or you know, own a place of your own that has a bell over the door? Has customers? I don't think proprietor is actually the right word.
After that, you know, I get it. After that experience, I would sooner probably like find someone who's already established and partner up with them.
But what would the store be though? Would it be comics? Would it be? Because I mean, obviously, movies aren't necessarily, unless you go like Unique or something of those lines.
Right, you got to go hard on movies. Is that's another thing too. Is like it's not easy because they had Scarecrow Video for the longest time, and then
man, there was this place in the West Village that was the craziest movie rental place in the history of movie rental places that went in business. You know, you wanted to go in there, you can ask them for anything. They could pull it straight off the shelf, DVD, VHS, beta. And they had history, you know. I mean, that was the place you went. And they closed down. It was the saddest moment. I mean, what they are right now, some horrible cafe, you know.
That's what I'm saying is like those places, like they'll that was cool like 20 years ago when the internet didn't exist.
Yeah,
but
you really can find anything if you know what you're looking for. You don't have that, you know, hipster behind the counter to help you out anymore.
Not anymore.
You have IMDb and Wikipedia, but still, it's not going to help guide you.
No, you'd have to like. In what was it like? Half Price Books is a good place. Half Price Books was like it's actually kind of a chain, but it's
I've heard of it.
I think it's more of like a Washington thing because they spread out. I think they have one in Colorado maybe, but there's places in Colorado. There's Entertain Mart. I used to.
Do people want to shop in physical stores anymore, though? That's the question.
I like shopping at physical stores. I like having physical copies of my movies. I just want to watch
it and then be done with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but sometimes sometimes you want to watch it and it's not available because of licensing issues or something stupid. That's what Netflix like. You know, you ever try to watch like a series like you want to watch Beverly Hills Cop for whatever reason. Parts 1 and 2 might be available, but part 3 is missing, or you only get 2 and 3, but part 1's missing because of licensing. Like, and then who has time to keep up with that? Who's not a nerd?
I mean, you could throw up the 2 fingers on your left hand and 2 fingers on your right hand and say you can always find a friend on the internet that has it to borrow. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Well, that's the thing is like you can't have that if physical media doesn't exist, then you can't have that. So you can watch the movie when you want or try to on like Netflix and stuff, but you need to know somebody who has that. So either way, you're still going to come back to like you're going to need physical media.
I don't know. That movie what was that movie? It was a dictator or the one where the talk show host went to North Korea to assassinate Kim Jong-un.
Oh, that.
That was not a physical media, and it got
no, that was digital release.
Yeah, digital release. It went out immediately, and it was available through my finger up friend.
Netflix. I got a copy of that, and I thought it was like a big waste.
I don't know. It was fun. I mean, I like
a
mindless comedy. You're not going to learn anything from that. That's not going to culturally provide you anything.
It was just like this is what we were at the time. This is what we're
going to Oh my God, forget about it. For what it caused, the big stir. I mean, we're going to war over this ridiculous comedy. I mean, it was not worth it.
It was still funny, but it was just kind of like this.
I like that actor. I mean, I think he's hilarious.
There's Seth or
I like all three of them actually.
James. They're always a team. They always do up their James Franco.
That dude's a doctor. You know that? What's his name? Who's the Seth Rogen's partner in that Pineapple Express guy? Lost his arm in that other movie. Doctor, not Seth Rogen, but you're gonna make me go to Google.
Seth Rogen? No, go through all the sets.
He's not Seth. I'm gonna look up Seth Rogen real quick.
Is that the James Franco one?
Yep, that's him, James Franco. Thank you. He's a doctor. He's got a doctorate in philosophy from NYU or something crazy like that, Columbia, Harvard or something.
I remember reading about him while he was going through his whole college thing, and people were just. It's kind of funny, like some articles were like he wasn't taking it seriously and he's trying to buy his way through, and it's like.
But that's the thing about a doctorate, though. You have to sit in a room with like 7 other people, and you can't buy your way through a doctorate.
But if you want one, get to it. No shortcuts, because everybody's gonna find out if you're famous.
That's, I guess.
So like, he should have thought about that a little bit harder. Like,
well, no, he's got the doctorate though, according to something I read.
Yeah, good for him. Good.
Exactly. It doesn't affect anything either way.
Except for like
So he's still in ridiculous comedies. I don't think he's done anything serious with it.
You can be a doctor,
like we're reading fantastic literature from James Franco.
You can still be a doctor and dumb as dirt. Some of the dumbest people I know are doctors. So.
He has not written a Pulitzer Prize winning novel or anything with his doctorate degree, his doctoral thesis or whatever. It's crazy.
Yep.
So, I mean, going back to your physical store, I mean, obviously you're on the internet. We talked about that last time.
The Interview, that's what it was.
The Interview,
yeah, because the dictator was the other comedian who does like
Charlie
Borat.
Chaplin.
No, Borat.
Oh yeah,
that one.
Charlie Chaplin. I've never been able to see that one either. That's supposed to be a classic.
The Borat one.
I've seen that one. That was horrible. That was really bad.
What's funny is like I really like. For the longest time, I liked the Ali G show.
Yeah, I love that guy. He's really
cool.
hilarious.
He's cool, like in small like skits, like 2-3 minute, bursts. But like a whole feature, like 2 hours.
Are you looking at the name of the character by chance that he played in The Dictator?
I can. Let me see.
They had that whole thing where he changed the word yes or no or good or bad or positive and negative to his name. You'd go to the hospital and get your test results, and good or bad got changed to the name of the dictator, and you didn't know if your test results were good or bad. It was hilarious, actually.
Like, what? Yeah, the 2012 dictator. Yeah, let me see here. Yeah, Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yeah, honestly, that show was hilarious.
He had 2 characters on that. Aladdin.
Aladdin. Your test results were Aladdin. That was good. Actually, there was a woman in that with, I don't know, I guess your kids can't hear what I'm saying, so that's good. Her breasts were so big, she could crush a can with them.
Oh, I've seen that. But not on that movie.
That's the first time I've ever seen that on a movie. It was absolutely ridiculous. Crazy. She attempted to murder him with her breasts. I was like, my God, scariest thing. Anyway, but yeah, that dude is hilarious. He's kind of disappeared a little bit though. I haven't seen him in something in a while.
He does a lot of voice work. He was
King
Julian on Madagascar. I know that. But he's, that's these guys like, they produce a lot.
Selling out.
No, that's just paying the bills. I never see it as selling out. It's like, oh, somebody wants to pay you for that? Sure. Go do that.
It's too bad he never was able to do like a really good Ali G movie.
Yeah, that's kind of a crime.
Yeah. He did one Ali G movie that was horrible. It was an actual movie.
Yeah, nobody knew who he was, so they kind of went under the radar unless you watch like BBC or whatever, or seen the skits on the internet.
It's only had two, Borat and then the gay fashion designer dude. Those are the two good ones.
Bruno was hilarious.
Bruno was hilarious. Borat was my favorite one. When they released the chicken on the New York subway, oh my God, the whole theater just cracked up. That was hilarious.
I think it only works for certain audiences because, like, in especially Bruno, people were like too fixated on the gay stuff, which, like, duh, but it's also like.
It doesn't affect me. I mean, honestly, I guess you come from a blue state, it doesn't matter at all.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's just kind of like I was too busy wrapped up in people's reactions, like, to care, because I already knew who he was.
I'm so disappointed in our country right now. Honestly, I mean, it's just like a surprise. I tweeted out today that it's really kind of not a surprise. You look at where if you look at the Republicans, you're like, well, haven't they been doing this for the last 30 years anyway? They've been racist pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Trying to eliminate the poor people as hard as they possibly can. Never been very oriented.
It's always like phrasing and the choice of words. Hey, what are you doing back there? It's like, throw down a stack of CDs, man.
Daddy, pay attention or we're going to hurt ourselves or break stuff.
Oh, no. We're breaking stuff. What was I going to say? Yeah, it's just all phrasing. They were all like under the radar. But now it's just kind of like this whole racist thing is just being enabled, like, because who's in charge or whatever. If you want to say he's in charge,
I just don't understand why it makes a difference.
Kind of like there.
How is the only problem I see? Is
really
how is he enabling it?
This is how is he enabling it? Just talking mad shit in front of 100,000 people, embarrassing the shit out of the whole nation.
It seems to be after the fact, though. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not a supporter. I'm not. Believe me. I'm just like, I watch what's happening, and I'm like, dude. He just seems to be.
He's an old man creeper. He's a racist uncle.
Yeah.
Who's in charge? That's what he is. I grew up a little different. I grew up to stay away from people like that. So, but now he's kind of like there, and then it just kind of enables other, like, people don't.
What bothers me though, man, is the guy that's behind him.
Which one? The vice president or his?
Pence. I'm worried about him because he's back. He's the creeper. He's the one that makes me nervous. He's Mr. Clean. You know what I mean? He hasn't done anything.
Yeah. He's special.
I'd rather have Trump for the next 3 years and that guy just stay out of it. I want them both to lose.
Round them all up.
That's not going to happen, though. We're going to get Pence. Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, because that's just going to, like, you get Trump, everybody's going to be happy as shit Trump is out, and then you got to put up for the next 2 to 3 years of Pence.
Exactly.
Which is just basically, like,
the worst of the worst.
Besides, I don't think Trump is fucking doing anything, really.
Supposedly the economy is doing really good.
Because they're ignoring him. The president
I don't
isn't
know.
the king of.
And you know what else is
King
really
of the United
interesting?
States.
Like all of this road work around my place is like that has been stagnant for the last 5 years. It's actually being done finally. Things are being completed.
They're getting cleared out so they can move all the Confederate. We can't move these statues on bumpy roads. We need to fix that shit.
That is probably the best thing that's happened in a while. The Confederate statues need to go. The Confederate flags need to be torn down. There's no reason any of that shit should be still up.
And what's funny is like I just designed like that whole the Ghostbusters Ghostbusters of Hazard logo, and it's a big ass Confederate circle with the cross stars and bars. Hey, stop doing that. Don't do
There's nothing wrong with it as a symbol, I guess. It's funny that you did a Ghostbusters thing because that is kind of a ghost that needs to be busted.
I did it for a friend, or else I would have never even like touched the subject. But I also I know him enough that I know where he's coming from with it, and he's like the least racist fucking person I know. So, but it's other people that make it a big deal. So it's like, but everybody has their reasons, and I have this thing, and then I remember that while designing it, people were asking me, "Is this a problem? Does anybody talk to you about this?" It's like, not me.
I don't know. I am not a fan of the statues or the flag. And
nah, I didn't even know that many of them that many existed until I talked to him about it, and then that was because we were talking about the movie The Broken Lizards Dukes of Hazzard, and it turns out like some of the scenes weren't shot in Georgia, they were shot in like Louisiana, but they had and then we got into this conversation about all the Confederate statues and ones. That's how they were able to go between them, and then it's like, damn. And like, really, that many? Like, they're just riddled all over the place. But then when you stop to think about it, like, oh, I guess so. You know, like me, and I'm in Washington State. You know, not really thinking about any of that nonsense. Race isn't as big a deal to me until like you get to the South. Then everything is like very defined. Which neighborhoods are white, which neighborhoods are black, which ones are
but
poor.
it's still in Washington though too. I mean, you've got the dividing line between like you've got I-5 and you've got like downtown Seattle, and then right across I-5 you've got a black neighborhood. You know what I mean? It's poor. You've got violence in Tacoma and like horrible. We talked about that last time. Horrible gang violence right there.
Tacoma, I had to get. That's where gangsters go to fail, or when they fail.
Yeah, that's exactly what you said last time.
Yeah, that's just like. You want to go to Tacoma? No. we go to Tacoma because Shaddai lives there. She's the lady who helped get me started in the embroidery thing. So she likes to go visit Shaddai.
Oh, okay.
So when I say Tacoma, that's what she's thinking about. But she doesn't know, obviously, because she's a baby. You're a baby. So, all right. But
let's get that big. I don't know. Tacoma was pretty. I mean, it wasn't that bad. I mean, if you don't really know that it's bad or where the bad parts are, it's like an okay city.
If you don't know where the bad parts are, you'll be like, oh, I love this city, because it is like kind of like North Tacoma, especially. Like there's different types of houses, like different. So it's got like all sorts of flavors.
My experience was American Lake. My God, dude, that was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful VA campus. I mean, I would sit there when I had an appointment and just look across the lake. I mean, there were rich people that lived there. I guess you won't. Is that considered Tacoma?
That's in Lakewood. That's Lakewood.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, that like that wasn't too long ago. I don't think. It feels like it could have been long ago, but not really. Lakewood was just a town of Tacoma, and then they became a city. And the VA, that's that part of Lakewood. That's kind of one of those, like, there's the Lakewood by the freeway and closest to Fort Lewis was all ghetto. But then, like, once you literally cross the tracks and go through the trees. It's all rich people houses. So.
Great Wall of China is a buffet on the other side of I-5 from the movie theater. You know what I'm talking about? You're laughing, but that's like one of my favorite Chinese restaurants, like in the entire world.
That's funny.
They have these soft shell crabs, man. Ginger crab. I just dream about it. On Mother's Day, they do the same thing with lobster. It's so delicious.
That's funny. Yeah, they had like a ton of them. They shut a lot of them down though, so I don't know.
Oh, the Chinese restaurants?
The buffets, yeah.
Oh, it's horrible.
Yeah.
Man, you guys are getting like draconian with your laws too. I hear Washington's going to be like, you cannot talk on your cell phone now. You can't text, obviously. You can't eat in your car. You can't drink anything in your car. You can't fiddle with the radio. All you can do is sit
you're
there
not supposed to. And drive.
10 and 9 and just drive.
No, you're allowed hands-free devices. I talk to my phone.
That's like a $90 ticket or some crazy shit.
Yeah, well, I'm talking to somebody. It's like I actually got into the habit because I knew that it was a long time coming anyways, and I always got to the habit of just putting my phone down in the center console.
Yeah.
So I don't use it unless I'm using it for if I have to make a call or answer one, I just ignore it while I'm driving, and then the next rest stop or if I pull off or wherever, then I'll answer it. But it's not worth it. It's really not. Too many instances and too many crashes. Like, there's enough evidence just driving to see, like, oh, obviously this guy wasn't paying attention, because how do you crash in a straight line?
No, really, I do feel impaired. Anytime I look at my phone, if I have to switch a podcast or find the jack to my earbuds or not my earbuds, my hands free or something, I feel impaired. Yeah, definitely, 100%.
Yeah, so it's like, and then I get mad at myself sometimes because I'll drive for a long stretch with no music because I forgot to set it up. Plug in the auxiliary cord or something. It's just not. I drive a Highlander, so it's kind of big. So it's big for me anyway. So I would hate to like bounce off the road on that thing and hit somebody.
So let me ask you, man, are you working on anything big project-wise or just the organization?
The only big thing I'm working on is like applying for jobs.
Oh, really?
Like, the kids are older now, so pretty soon, like, Naya's gonna go to school, preschool, and then I just need to get back to work and talk to humans, because I talk to the kids, and that's like all the time, every day. My only outside communication is like chat.
Oh, I see.
And then and then it's designing. I'm still designing. I'm not gonna stop that. I've actually dialed back on the embroidery stuff. It just it makes money, and there's constantly in demand, but at the same time it's like I can't focus on that.
So, like, in terms of building something with your design work, that's not on the table right now?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Graphic arts?
Oh, like any projects like that?
Yeah.
I'm always gonna be working on something. That's just now. As I'm applying to jobs.
What are you looking for? Just regular work? How's work up there right now?
Going back to IT.
Oh, it's horrible.
It is. I hate it, but it pays a lot, so it's one of those. And I want to be able to do stuff, because I can't do things if I'm dependent and relying on customers and clients. So, Naya, where'd you get this? Naya, don't pull on that.
That's tough.
Don't do that. Stop.
Oh, man.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I got kids too.
Oh, I sent you a copy of that Spy versus Spy image to your
Let me check it out.
To Facebook. That was like a while ago. I should have said something.
Okay. Ice.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, and that's based off the.
How'd you design this?
So, what I used as a reference, besides the Spy versus Spy, there's a classic poster of them shaking hands, and they have like one. They have one has a bomb, one has like sticks of dynamite behind their back, and so most of it was just replicating the art style, the shapes, and of the two spies minus their hats and coats and stuff, and then the Ghostbuster. I don't need to backtrack while I'm talking. Come on, baby. It's actually based off the cover of the Ghostbusters ongoing series, issue 14. It's like the for a few protons more. It was like a cowboy showdown, like Good, Bad, and the Ugly. As a matter of fact, I have that reference too, so I'll show you that where it's from. So it didn't just come out of thin air. It was actually something that is directly related to the community.
What did you do with something like this? Could you use it, or is it more?
It's just fan art. It's just fan art. I'd have to contact like Warner Brothers and get a hold of somebody at Mad to sign off on it. Then I got to get like a license from the IDW and Ghost Corps for the Ghostbuster stuff, and then everybody has to come to some kind of agreement. So it's really like I do this and then I stick it on a T-shirt, and the most they can do is ask me to cut it out, and it goes away. That's it. So,
but like legitimately, if they wanted to, how much would it cost? If you wanted to find out, like if you wanted to make these characters into a story or a book or something, how much would it cost you?
It wouldn't cost me nothing because I don't want to. If they want to do it, that's something they got to work out. I have no idea. I wouldn't even.
You don't know.
I'm sure it's like in the thousands.
But if you put this image on a T-shirt, that would be free for you until they said knock it off.
Cut it out. Yeah, and it's just fan art parody, so it's just a mashup.
It's interesting, but you could charge money for this on a T-shirt.
Yeah, I could, but I just throw it on the T-shirt. Somebody else charges the money, and they pay me. Like I get like $2 or $3 on the.
But why can't you make them? Why can't you make money like that? Make a living with that type of art.
Support.
I kind of lost you.
Like,
you might have broken up on me.
Oh, okay. Naya, I need you to go find your brother and go watch cartoons. Thank you. My reality is I'm not rich, so I don't have like income coming in that can cover me being at home all the to support this. So I design these things for fun mostly, so I'm not even really thinking about, because I know they're not mine. I'm just kind of playing with their toys and their Ghostbuster stuff, and in this case Mad Magazine, Spy versus Spy, IP, intellectual property. I'm very aware of copyright. I'm not out there trying to pass this off as like I made it, but I invented this. I'm a genius. Pay me. This is just like I did it for fun. I did a Jurassic Park one from scratch.
But the interesting thing is, I didn't know if you broke up or not. I hear dead air. I'm like, oh, did he stop talking?
No, I'm talking. I'm talking my ass off. I'm trying to not have dead air.
Go back and say what you were saying. I was just trying to fill the spot that I thought you stopped talking during. No, but I just find it interesting because you did invent this and you can sell this, and because they're probably not going to stop you from selling. I see shirts like this all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
The people who own Spy vs. Spy and Ghostbusters aren't going to mash this up because they didn't mash it up.
They didn't, and then I did it, but if they wanted to, they could say that whenever they want, But some companies are fine with it, because it's free advertisement. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, whereas like Lucasfilm back in the day, and even now, they'll still fight their fans tooth and nail on what's out there, whether it's like replica armor or even like a T-shirt. I did like one Star Wars parody shirt, and I got an instant cease and desist letter, C&D, from it. And I
imagine
like,
Disney's the same way. I know Disney's horrible. I know they've gone after like daycares.
Money at. Yeah, they throw all this stuff out there, and then if you don't go through the proper channels, like they'll just shut you down. They'll just say no, and it goes away. And if you violate the terms too many times for certain publishers who do these shirt things, they'll lock you out. But I don't really, I'm not that much of a troublemaker, and I don't fight or argue it. I thought it was stupid was Bandai Namco from Germany stopped a Pac-Man design that I did, but my design was like nothing like anything that they have done. It has absolutely nothing to do with anything. So it's just kind of weird. Like, really, Namco in Germany? Saw it as a problem and had it removed, but it's not gone because certain pages like still have it. But it's kind of hard to figure out.
That's what's interesting to me is that you could make money. You could give them advertising. Yeah. I mean, I don't read Mad Magazine anymore. This is a childhood thing to me. It makes me want to read Spy vs. Spy again. It makes my I used to sit in the library and read Spy vs. Spy. I didn't even buy the magazine. I was too poor growing up. I mean, Ghostbusters, obviously, they had 2 freaking movies, and they destroyed the franchise with the 3rd one. I mean, what is it? Who's making money with that now? Nobody. They have comic books. They have cartoons. I don't even know if they have any of that stuff now.
They make a shitload of money off of merchandise.
Do they?
The movies is just I'm in it, so I know. They make more off of merchant. That's just a commercial. They don't make money off of the movies.
If that's the case, then why wouldn't Mad TV and Ghostbusters want to get with you and buy a design that has
I don't even think they know this exists. And there's other people out there that can.
If you can mash up some cool shit like this, and you're looking to get into IT, that makes no sense to me. I mean, this is not crap. This is good stuff, and you've done other good stuff. I've seen your stuff. You're going to wear yourself out at a job that you don't want to do, that you didn't even get trained to do. It's frustrating to me. You know what I mean? You're not alone. Other people are doing the same thing.
Yeah, and all this is self-taught, and then this is just like I don't have certifications or even a diploma in artography.
Do you have a degree or certificate in IT? I mean, that's just another one of those bullshit jobs they give people because they have openings.
I have certifications, but that's to me that's always been kind of a fucking joke because computers change. Right? Computer technology it changes every 3 to 6 months.
That's a job like ACS. You know what I mean? You just get it because they have an open seat and they need somebody to train so they can get money from some corporation.
It seems like every 3 to 6 minutes they got like a new technology and a whole thing, a whole bunch of shit to learn. So certifications to me mean nothing. Your doctorate, nothing. Your master's, I don't give a fuck.
But you know what, man? I bet you put more heart into making this thing than you ever will talking to some dipshit on the phone who can't figure out how to restart his computer or whatever the hell problem he has.
I do. I get more out of creating than I do in service.
But you know what? The funny thing is, the problem that you and a lot of other people have is that you just don't know how to monetize it. I mean, you're not alone with that.
I don't know how to do any of that. That was my thing with Unique Anime. Going back to that, the call back to the store. I was focused on making sure we had product that actually. I wasn't thinking about insurance or, I mean, rent. Obviously, you gotta pay the lights, But I'm more of the guy who's like, I produce, and then I create, and then I bring you the money, and then I just want to keep going. So I need an assistant or somebody so I can focus on my thing.
No, unfortunately, you need to figure out all the other shit too, because that comes hand in hand with it. Unfortunately, you need to know the business side of things too. Okay,
right.
Just
if I want to be in a business,
be an artist, you have to be a businessman too. Businessman.
That's what I learned. A businessman.
You gotta be a businessman too.
Man, yeah. It's one of those. So yeah, if you're gonna get into business, if you're gonna talk business, you need to commit part of your passion and interest.
And some of that means knowing how to buy insurance for your family, and some of that means how to have the accounting skills to be able to pay your taxes and how to actually make the money necessary to do all that shit too. Because I don't know that stuff either, man. I just finished a second draft of a story today. I don't know where the hell to send this shit, or even if it's publishable. I don't know if anybody wants it. You know what I mean? I wasted, 60 hours on that stupid thing, and I don't know what the hell to do with the thing. You know what I mean? Right. I talked to you for what? An hour now. I mean, I don't know if this thing is worth any money. You're like my number 46th person I've talked to. I have no clue how to make money with my art or my abilities. Me and you, we go hold hands. We'll walk into that IT place together. We'll ask them if they got jobs.
I know. No matter what, if you create, you better hold on to the rights to own it, because they'll cut you out, man. They'll buy your shit and then they'll cut you right the fuck off. And then,
that's the good thing about being invisible is nobody's asking to buy the rights to anything. Yeah. At this point in my life, man, I'll sell it too. I don't really care. I guess that's the thing, though, man. If you create enough. What's a 6,000 word story? You want to buy this for a couple $1,000s? Fine, buy it. I don't care. I'll write another 6,000 word story. Somebody wants to buy the rights to this Spy versus Spy Ghostbusters mashup for a couple $1,000s. I bet you'll sell it too. Because in your heart, I bet you could make another 5,000 of these tomorrow because you've done a million of these things.
Yeah, right. That's never been a problem for me. Like I have artist friends who get all freaked out. Oh, they stole my idea. It's like, then make another one, motherfucker.
Make another idea, man. You should be proud they took your idea. I mean, Jesus, dude, put that on their resume. That's mine.
That's mine. It's like, and then they got to prove it too. That's the funny thing is if with plagiarism in any form, is you got to prove where you sourced this from. Because, like I said, this, I like them, and I can do that because I could tell you right now, that Venkman character has his fingers crossed behind the thrower. It's all vector. So if I move that thrower out of the way, you're gonna see his fingers are crossed behind it. And you can kind of get an idea of it if just looking at his hand. But these are details that are in there because I put them there. But if somebody were to take this, they wouldn't know. Okay, somebody got bonked. Come here. What happened? Who did you dirty? Oh, she did it. No, I did it. Oh, come here. You all right, buddy? Let me see. You okay? I saw that. No
so
fighting,
it doesn't change. 3, 4. Oh my goodness, that noise. Mm-hmm. My kids are home in 2 hours. I try to stretch it. Try to stretch it as much as I can.
I know, right? It's like, it's when you play this back on your podcast, you just have one of those bells, like a boxing ring, ding ding, and little kids yelling at each other.
I haven't gotten to the point where I do anything to the actual podcast.
I put him down and he's like freaking out. Okay, I'll hold you. No, Kai. That's Daddy's microphone. It's mine. Get your own. Anyways,
is that your little boy?
That's the boy. That's Kyson. He wants to eat.
Does he?
Hungry?
Can I have a peanut butter sandwich?
Yeah, you can have two of them if you want. I'll make them.
Can I have chips too with peanut butter sandwich?
Yeah, we got some Cheetos.
Well, let you make those peanut butter sandwiches. Let me ask you the final couple questions, man. What are you reading right now that people should be checking out?
You mean comics wise?
Anything, man.
Anything. Comics for fun. I've been reading the Ghostbusters 101 because it combines the regular Ghostbusters that we know with the ones from the new movie that people seem to hate.
Do you like it?
I like it just fine. The movie I fucking hated, by the way. But that's not. It wasn't through the fault of the actors or the writing was just really bad, and the director let the actors do their own thing, which is stupid because you're the director. You direct.
Yeah.
But these guys clearly had no plan. So what happened with this Ghostbusters 101 is they actually directly address issues that came up in the movie and resolved it and fixed it because the movie ended up breaking a lot of established rules in the canon.
Yeah.
Naya on out. So they actually made the characters more grounded and lovable. Or at least gave them purpose.
So I need to watch the movie before I read
No, you don't have to watch the movie at all because they bring it up in the comics and then they fix it. So Kyson Lee, if that's you, then you gotta go.
Well, I would ask if you have any advice, but I think I have advice for you. Don't take IT. Work harder on the art.
No, I won't.
Starve, man, starve. Your kids will appreciate for it.
It's local and it's nearby. That's the only reason why. It's not in Seattle. I'm not commuting anywhere. And it actually it's really close to the house.
Yeah.
And I've already worked for them before, so that's the only reason why I'm applying. I haven't taken the job yet. It hasn't been offered, but I'm applying. So.
I gotcha. Well, man, I wish you luck, and we'll do this again so I get to catch up and see how things are going.
Yeah.
And send me links, man. Send me stuff that's happening. I'd like to catch up and see what's going on.
All right.
But I'll get this thing out to you as soon as I possibly can. Oh man. All right, bro.
All right, man.
I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, for sure. Take care.
Bye-bye.
And that was Lexan. Matthew Ben coming up shortly. He's an author, science fiction. Check me out on Twitter, BRYAIELLO. Best way to get updates on my fiction. And also to follow Origin, Stories on Creativity, and Mirage, speculating on speculative fiction and authors and other topics. My two podcasts. Thanks for listening. I really appreciate it. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.